Morning, everyone. This is where you say good morning back, by the way. Okay, let's try it again. Morning. It's a good start to the day. As you know, I am not Region Chair John Henry. I myself and Mayor Ash, of course, have duties in regards to when the chair is not here. I know that also Mayor Roy and Mayor Foster also play an important role. Our mayors do. So I ask for your patience and thank you very much for the opportunity to chair today's meeting. The region of Durham exists on lands that the Mississauga, the Anishinaabe, have inhabited for thousands of years prior to Europe colonization. These lands are the traditional and treaty territories of the nations covered under the Williams Treaty, including the Mississaugas, the Scugog Island First Nation, Aldovero First Nation, Hiawatha Nation, Curve Lake First Nation, the Chippewa Nation of Georgina Island, Beausoleil, and Rama. We honor, recognize, and respect the Indigenous people as rights holders and stewards of the lands and waters on which we have had the privilege to live. In our efforts towards reconciliation, we continue to build and strengthen relationships with First Nations, as well as the large Métis communities and growing Inuit community here in Durham Region. We commit to learning from the Indigenous values and knowledge, building opportunities for collaboration and recognition that we are all connected. Ladies and gentlemen, those that can, could you please rise, remove your hats as we have the playing of the national anthem. Please be seated. On September the 24th, Regional Council adopted a motion to support Elect Respect campaign and pledge. Elect Respect is a provincial-wide initiative encouraging safe, respectful, and inclusive politics so everyone feels empowered to run for and hold office free from fear, harassment, or intimidation. This motion shows that we, as elected officials, are committed to respect, integrity in all spaces, public, private, and online. Together, we are supporting the Elect Respect pledge to make politics safer and more welcoming for everyone. I ask members of council to please sign this document in the back room, where it will be displayed as a visible commitment to those values. Mr. Clerk, first of all, good morning, and could we have a roll call, please?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Electronic roll call is starting now.
This one. We have quorum. Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Greatly appreciate it. Declarations of pecuniary interest that are needed to be noted at this time, please. Mr. Clerk, seeing none, I don't believe we have any online. Just a reminder, once again, if we come across an item that you need to make a declaration on, if you could notify us, not participate, and then submit the proper paperwork. The adoption of the minutes, Regional Council meeting September 24th, 2025, Committee of the Whole meeting October 15th. Councillor Mayor Pietri, you'll move it. I need a seconder, please. Seconded by Mayor Barton. Any opposition? Being none, it moves forward. We have a presentation this morning. Lacrosse is more than just a game. It is a sacred gift from the Creator, deeply rooted in the tradition in the traditions of the Indigenous people across North America. For centuries, it's been played not only for sport, but as a powerful way to express gratitude, promote healing, and bring communities together. We're incredibly thankful to the First Nation people for sharing this beautiful tradition. Today, lacrosse stands as a strong symbol of Canadian identity, unity, and pride, and is recognized as Canada's national sport. Here in Durham Region, we are proud of our rich lacrosse history. We've produced legendary players and are home to some of the country's most successful organizations. It's a legacy we celebrate and continue to build on today. Durham boasts story teams like the Clarington Green Gaels, the Oshawa Green Gaels, Brooklyn Lacrosse, Whitby Warriors, and Whitby Rush. The Brooklyn Merchants celebrated their 25th anniversary this year by hosting the President's Cup. The Lady Blue Knights led women's field lacrosse nationally. The Ontario Tech Ridgebacks competed in the Ontario University Athletic Loop. And the Oshawa Firewolves of the National Lacrosse League now calls Durham Region home with local players and coaches. Celebrating its 20th year in Durham, the 10-day Ontario Lacrosse Festival is the world's largest youth lacrosse event. 472 teams, 8,000 participants competing for 36 provincial championships, generating $13.4 million in economic activity and attracting over 50,000 spectators. We are pleased to welcome Mr. Ron McSpaden, Jeremy Bailey from the Ontario Lacrosse Association, as well as event volunteers and representatives from our local minor lacrosse association that are with us this morning. Ron spearheads the Ontario Lacrosse Festival, and we want to thank Ron by presenting him with a certificate of appreciation. We will also extend our thanks to the incredible volunteers who dedicate and commit to make this annual event such a great success. In addition, we would like to recognize our local minor lacrosse community for their ongoing participation in the festival and their continued efforts to grow the sport and nurture young athletes in our community. Please all come forward as I present these certificates. I would also like to announce that July 31st to August 9th, 2026 will be the official recognized by the Region of Durham as Ontario Lacrosse Festival Week. Ron and Jeremy, please come forward.
We will now present certificates for community lacrosse associations. First, Ben McAllister, West Durham Minor Lacrosse. No? Uxbridge Minor Lacrosse Association. Clarington Minor Lacrosse Association. Todd Powless, Oshawa Minor Lacrosse Association. Lucas Argier and Vic Gutrosa, Whitby Minor Lacrosse Association. We will now present certificates to volunteers. Danielle Carroll. Greg Carroll. Donalyn Dredge. Lynn Swindells. Mary Sticka. Julie Kettrick. Barb Platt. Marion Ladecour. Tina Manning. Dave Vernon. Marg Bolt. Rick Phillips. Cindy Phillips. And lastly, we have the proclamation to present to Ron McSpadian and Jeremy Bailey.
Thank you very much for your attendance here this morning, and thank you for the work you do in our community. Once again, let us show our appreciation for the volunteers, coaches, and players. Okay. My understanding is we have no delegations. Is that correct? We have communication CC 18, memorando expropriation of lands required for Sunderland Works Depot construction project and the community of Sunderland, the township of Brock. Who'd like to move it? Moved by Mayor Barton, seconded by Councilor Marion Pietri. Any questions, comments? Being none? Penagel, good morning. How are you? Could you hit your request? I have to get used to all this. So good morning.
Yes, thank you. Good morning.
Morning.
Just with regards to the expropriation, a question about the address. And it's just, I see it as Regional Road 10. Others, on the other side, it might be known as Concession Road 6. So I'm just curious how, I think on this report it's referred to as, and I understand mapping can work differently. Regional is considered Concession 5. So I just wonder if there could be an explanation so that I can pass that on. Thank you.
I don't have the answer. Who? Mr. Hunt? First of all, good morning, sir. Look at sharp.
Thank you. I don't have that answer on the address either. That would perhaps be with the real estate division.
Okay. All right. Anybody here? Mr. Jagannath, do we have anybody from real estate here?
We do, but I'm not sure if they would have the answers.
Can we
So
get
Regional Road 10, it is River Street. And, sorry, what exactly was the discrepancy, please?
There you go.
Thank
Sorry, I
you.
got to get used to this.
I'm
My
catching
apologies.
on myself. Yes, I mean, I understand it as Regional Road 10 or River Street, and then on the other side of Highway 12, it's known as Concession 6. But it seems to me in the diagram and the explanation, they refer to it as Concession 5. So I just wonder what mapping system understands it differently. I can wait.
Yeah, if it's okay, we'll get back to you, Councillor. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We'll make sure it's correct, though. How's that? Fair enough? Thank you. Air Job. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Acting Chair. How are you?
I'm doing
You're doing a
fine
great
so
job.
far.
You're doing a
So
great
far,
job.
yes.
Perfect.
Sweating bullets. Go ahead.
Just a quick question. This is my first expropriation for up in Brock. So what's our timelines now and how long is this expected until this is all completed?
Mr. Jagannath.
I believe the question is about the Sunderland Depot,
Yes.
the new one.
Yes.
We haven't even started basic design, so I would say we are at least 3 to 4 years, about 3 years before we get the shovel on the ground, and then probably 3 to 4 years for occupancy, minimum.
Mayor?
Okay, thanks for that. I guess I should clarify just the timelines on the actual expropriation. When will that be completed?
Mr. Jagannath, to the question, do you know?
Oh,
Or
that
is
would be for Mr. Hunt in terms of the entire process. Thank you.
Mr. Hunt, you're a shining star this morning, sir.
I mean, it does depend a bit on the process. There's a mediated process and a litigated process, but probably in the range of 3 to 9 months.
3 to 9 months. Mr. Mayor?
Okay, no, thank you for that, Jason, and that's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay. So the motion was to adopt the resolution in attachment 1. It's been moved and seconded. Any opposition? Being none, that moves forward. CC 19 from Mr. Harris. Director of Legislative Services, Regional Clerk, appointing to the Finance Administration Committee, recommendation adopt Regional Councillor Penagel to the Finance Administration Committee. Mayor Ash, do you want to move that? Okay, seconded by Mayor Jubb. Any opposition? Being none, welcome to the team. You got a great committee that you're part of, so that's wonderful, okay? Done that. CC 20, this is from our solicitor, Mr. Hunt, and also Commissioner Jagannath from the Commissioner of Works. This is a confidential document, report 2025 F18 from the Commissioner of Finance. And I'd like to get a motion to be able to refer to, for consideration of Report 2025 F18 as it's a closed item. Moved by Mayor Ash, second by Councillor Brenner. Just on the referral to the report, any opposition? Being none, that moves forward. Thank you. Also, we have CC21 confidential memo also from our CAO in regards to the appointment of a Commissioner of Finance Treasurer for the region of municipalities. Now, my understanding is that went out, moved by Mayor Ash, second by Councillor Kerr. This is a confidential item, so if there's any questions or comments, we would have to defer to that point. Is there any opposition in regards to this? Being none? Thank you. All right. So we're going to move on to committee reports. 9.1, moved by Mayor Ash, second by Councillor Garrett. That the recommendations contained in item 1 of Report 5 of Finance Administration Committee be adopted. Questions, comments? Seeing none. Any opposition? Being none, that passes. Thank you. I'll give you that back. Next is 9.2, which was Health and Social Service. We have no report on that. We'll move to 9.3, Community Growth and Economic Development. Moved by Councillor Chapman, seconded by Councillor Pickles, that recommendations contained in items 1 and 2 of Report 5 of the Committee of Growth Economic Development be adopted. Any polls? Seeing none. Any opposition? Passes. Thank you.
Councillor Neal has a question to the Works Committee after.
Okay. Thanks. Next is the Works Committee, 9.4, moved by Council Mayor Barton, seconded by Council Mayor Pietri, that recommendations contained in 1 and 6, inclusive of reports number 8 of the Works Committee, be adopted. It's been moved and seconded. Polls? Councillor Neal, you have a poll. Good morning. Morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Interim
Whatever you
Chair.
want to call me.
Mr. Interim Chair. Good
That's
morning.
good. Do you have a poll? First of all, do you have a poll?
Yes, I have questions to Works.
You have
Thank you.
questions, Works? Okay, well, I'll get to that in a moment, if you don't mind.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm asking for
Nope.
polls first. Mayor Jubb,
I'd like to pull number 4, please, Mr. Chair.
number 4. Anything else? On the remainder, any opposition? Being none, let me just go to that. Let me just go to this. This is Works. What number is it? Is this the blue box stuff? Yeah, okay. Okay. Mayor Jubb, this is in regards to the blue box, is that correct?
That's correct.
You have the floor, sir.
Okay, I'm good with the recommended motion. I'm just looking for a refresher reminder on where we sit with the region on this, because I know we're removing the BIAs
Yeah.
as of the first of the new year. What's going to happen there? I know we talked about this probably a year and a half ago, if I'm looking for a refresher.
Mr. Jagannath, would you like to try and address that? I think every community is in the same position.
Yes. Through to Mayor Jubb, through the councillor to Mayor Jubb, yes, as per council approved direction as of end of this year, it does, blue box recycling, collection and processing for small businesses, about 2,800 across Durham, is coming to an end. However, based on the discussions at Works Committee, we are facilitating a discussion and a meeting with business reps across the region in partnership with our economic development staff to try and see what role the region can play beyond December 31, including opportunities potentially for small businesses to be able to drop off at some transfer facilities, It's not as convenient as what they're used to now, but at least like as part of the 2026 budget, we're looking for opportunities to see if we can at least waive processing fees or offer discounts or whatever. So that's an ongoing discussion. And Simon Gill and team are coordinating meetings, including your ECDEV staff, to provide a forum for that discussion.
Mr. Mayor?
Okay, that's good news. Good to hear. Timelines on that, because we only have a couple months. So I haven't heard much feedback in Brock, but I'm sure there's going to be. So timelines on that to the commissioner?
Commissioner, to the question, please.
I'll refer that to Simon Gill, please. Like, he's coordinating with Andrew Evans, Waste Management, to try and get the ECDEV staff together.
Okay. I understand that Mr. Gill is online. Is that correct, Mr. Clerk? Mr. Gill, good morning.
Morning.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Morning, Mr. Chair. I'm well, thanks.
Good. You're looking well.
Yes, we're working
To the
on
question.
scheduling. Yes, we're working on scheduling a meeting in November. I'm just looking for the exact date, but the meeting invites will go out shortly.
Mr. Mayor?
Okay, thank you. And can we just confirm that all our businesses are well aware of this now? I guess that's to our commissioner.
Commissioner, or to Mr. Gill? To the
So
question?
if I may, the purpose of that meeting with the business associations is twofold. One is to inform them clearly, communicating like what's happening end of December 31. And number two, the goal is to try and facilitate some alternatives.
Mr. Mayor?
Okay, so right now they're unaware of this?
They have been made aware, like, we had communications ready, but as you may recall, a few months ago, the province was going to look at the Circular Materials Ontario taking over this. And it's only about 2-3 weeks ago, we got notification that's no longer an option. So on Works Committee, we had this on the agenda, and the direction was, like a friendly direction was to go ahead and communicate now, along with an opportunity to facilitate any alternatives if feasible.
Mr. Mayor?
Okay, so this letter from the minister definitely changes things. So I'm sure we're all going to get some pushback here, but glad to see that the region is looking at alternative options. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Move on. Mayor Foster, good morning, sir. How are you today?
I am well, thank you, Mr. Chair, and I
Good.
hope you are too. Thank
Trying
you.
my best.
Just very briefly, while the issue is brought up to Mr. Gill or Jagannathan, if we could please extend an invitation to Ron Hooper of Bowmanville. He will be able to bring the OBIAA, so that is the Ontario Business Improvement Association. They've been engaged in some discussion with some possible observations and solutions from across the province. Thank you.
Mr. Jagannathan, will you
No,
take that under consideration? Thank
Noted.
you very much.
Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. We say good morning to Mayor Roy. Good morning, Mayor Roy. Oh, Mayor Roy, we lost you. I don't know if... Mayor Roy, good morning. Mayor Roy, just to let you know, we cannot hear you or see you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Okay. My question is that around the residential that's actually located within our downtowns where our businesses are. We have sent the submission into the province as well too in conjunction with our BIA, and also have addressed it to the OBIA as well too. So it's something that I'm sure that the commissioner is taking in consideration, but we do need to acknowledge that we have residents residing where a lot of our businesses are. So I'm not sure how they're going to differentiate between what's commercial versus what is residential.
Mr. Jagannathan, would you like to speak on that at all?
No, other than saying noted, like, we'll take that into consideration when talking about this.
I think it's a good point because many of the downtowns also have residential units above the retail or commercial spaces. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how that conversation goes. Mayor Roy, back to you.
That's it. Thank you very kindly.
Thank you very much, Mayor Roy. Have a great day. Councilor Crawford, good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Chair. How are you?
I'm doing fine. You're wearing the Blue Jay blue.
Living the dream.
Living your dream.
I just recently found out also that The replacement of blue bins are now being charged to residents where that was not the agreement. Everything was supposed to be maintained for this year till the end of December. And now all of a sudden, I think it's been since June, that Circular, what is that company?
Circular materials and.
Yeah,
so-
have decided that they're now going to be charging for blue bins. So that's contrary to what we agreed to, correct?
Mr. Jagannathan?
I can check into it. We don't really have much control on CMO, but if that was the
That was the
policy,
agreement.
through events, we'll get to them.
Yeah,
try
I
to
told
solve
them, that they're breaking the agreement.
Thank you.
Okay.
Not that they listen to me, but
So, Mr. Jagannath, we'll look into it. If the agreement says to the end of the year, it's the end of the year. So I presume that we'll live up to that. So thank you for pointing that out. Seeing no other questions, any opposition in regards to this item? Being none, thank you very much. Councillor Neal, could you press your request to speak for Works, please? Thank you. First of all, good morning, Councillor Neal.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Interim Chair. The question I have is Harmony Road north of Columbus Road East through you. There seems to be problems there with the shoulders in regards to how soft they are. Saturday morning, there was a dump truck that was off the shoulder, sunk in the ditch. There doesn't seem to be much stability on that road. I'm wondering if there could be a platform put in for a sidewalk too. So 2 points. It's unsafe for vehicles that go off the road, even minimal off the road. I've seen it before, but this one was really dangerous. There was a young lady jogging in the same vicinity. So through you, Mr. Chair, what could be done? And I know we've had discussions with yourself and Vice Chair Marion Pietri, as well as Councillor Nicholson on the works. What can be done to stabilize this unsafe situation?
Commissioner Jagannathan, to the question, please.
Through you, Chair. Two questions there. Like one was the incident over the weekend. Yes, there was an incident. The shoulder was damaged, but our depot staff have gone and fixed it. I need to confirm it, but they were supposed to fix it yesterday. In terms of the sidewalk, it's an ongoing conversation with my counterpart, Mr. Ambra, and the city of Oshawa. I understand they are also in discussion with the developer to see if they can do anything temporary. Thank you.
That would be appreciated. Thank you very much, Mr. Interim Chair.
Thank you very much. Any other questions in regards to Works? Being none, thank you very much. We have the Committee of the Whole, I believe, next. I need a mover and a seconder in regards to the Committee of the Whole. Councillor Shahid, Councillor Wu as our seconder. Any polls, questions, comments? Any opposition? Being none, that moves forward. Just give me a moment, please. So the next item is 10.1, which is 2025 F18. It's a confidential report. If you want questions, you want to move a motion to go into camera. Is that correct, Mayor Ash? Seconded by Councillor Leahy. Good morning, by the way. To go into camera. Just Councillor Chapman, point of order, sir.
Yeah, before we go into camera, we need a motion. We can't discuss anything if there's not a motion on the floor, and you can't make a motion in closed session. So we need to move the item and then go in closed session if he wants to. I'm prepared to move it.
Okay, so you'd like to move the item. I need a seconder on the item. Councillor Anderson. So the item has been moved and seconded. Thank you very much, Councillor Chapman, for that. We also have a motion to go into camera, moved by Mayor Ash and seconded by Councillor Leahy. Any opposition in regards to going into camera? Seeing none. Mayor Collier, we've got a motion to go into camera at this time. Your comments or questions, are they for the closed session, sir?
Actually, I was going to move the motion. I just forgot to turn my
Okay.
button off.
All
Please
right,
go ahead.
thank you. I already took that. Okay. So just the reason why we're going into closed session according to subsection 239-2 of the Municipal Act, proposed or pending acquisition or disposal of land. That's the reason why. Can we take a 5-minute break? Right, just to be able to kind of get things done. Moved by Councillor Chapman, seconded by Councillor Brenner. Any opposition? Being none, thank you very much. We're back in open session. We went into closed session at 10:15, came out at 10:36. Questions were asked and answered in regards to the report itself. In open session, it was moved and seconded. A recorded vote was requested by Councillor Leahy. Mr. Clerk, at the appropriate time, could you call the recorded vote, please?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Recorded vote on the confidential recommendations are starting now.
As you can see, the results of the vote, it passes. So to our DRP folks, thank you for being in attendance today to help through the process. Our next item that we've got to deal with is 10.2, Report 2025 W34, Extension of Amendment of Lease with 447110 Ontario Limited for space located at 140 Commercial Avenue in the town of Ajax for use by social service. Need a mover and a seconder, please. Move, Councillor Leahy, seconded by Councillor Brenner. Questions in regards to it? Going to the items being moved and seconded. Good morning, Councillor Crawford.
Good morning again. My question is, this hefty price per month, can someone please tell me how this is paid for?
I believe that we have Commissioner Papacastatini online. Good morning, Stella.
Good morning, Mayor Carter. Good morning. Through the chair, we are looking to prioritize our subsidy, provincial subsidy first, Mayor Crawford, and then we're going to work with our government relations group to ensure that, sorry, Councillor Crawford, to ensure that
No, she
we
doesn't
pursue.
want to correct you. Go ahead.
Okay, to pursue our additional advocacy. So we are going to work within our budget right now.
Okay, thank you. The idea that this is called a regional hub has a little bit concerned me a little bit. What does that actually mean outside of what the descriptions that I'm seeing here?
Commissioner, to the question, please.
Through the chair, regional hub meaning that we are the ones who are there, our staff are there, we are responsible for the space. We are the leaser and we will work within our standards and our parameters and the provider that we are going to be bringing in to ensure that we achieve the results that we want to through this program.
So there's no outside operator? This is solely regional?
No, we will have an outside operator. Oh, sorry, through the chair. We will have an outside operator, Councillor Crawford. However, we are the leaseor and we are responsible for the program. So we will be working in tandem.
Has a decision been made on the operator?
We are just, through the chair, we are just working through that information right now, Councillor Crawford, and we need to finalize things. I can't share that openly just yet.
Right, that's fine.
Councillor?
Sorry. I do appreciate that we are in we're in dire need actually of space, especially for the winter time. We have, I think, roughly 25 tents of people outside that we need to get inside before it gets really cold. So I do appreciate that. So it's a lease for 5 years, correct?
Commissioner, to the question, please.
Through the chair, yes.
Councillor?
And then with the option of going another 5 years?
Commissioner, to the question.
Through the chair, I'm sorry, I need to turn to my colleague. I don't believe we have that in our lease.
That is correct. I'm getting a yes, that is correct,
That is
Councillor.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So it's not said here, is this a shelter or is it not a shelter?
Commissioner, to the question, please.
Through the chair, we're not calling it a shelter, Mayor Crawford, at this time. We're starting off as bringing people in. Oh my God, again. Councillor Crawford, I apologize. At this time, we're calling it a sleep space, a hub, a place where people can come in and we can work with them towards their goal of independence. That's what it is. It's not officially a shelter the way some of our other shelters are at this time. I can't tell you that it won't become that, though.
Can I ask what happens to the current ones?
Commissioner, to the question.
Through the chair, they are continuing to exist.
Councillor?
Well, thank you. Living the dream.
Thank you. Mayor Collier, good morning once again.
Good morning, Chair. Councillor Crawford has covered a number of my questions. Something the commissioner has just said is troubling me. We had an emergency meeting last week in Ajax that I had called to discuss the growing situation we're dealing with. And during that conversation, we set out, to my understanding, a 6-month sort of strategy to get us through the winter, to get us to address the massive encampment right beside our library. But Ms. Papaconstantino, when you just said that you can't say this won't become a permanent shelter, that is not in keeping with our discussion. We already have 2 shelters. This is going to be an additional 50 beds for warming for the winter, to my understanding, and we were to revisit this in the spring. I'm happy to support this today based on a regional run facility. I'm not looking to support it if it's going to have the same operator as the one in the plaza, because we've had some issues there. But to hear that this may be now a 3rd permanent shelter in our town that's almost as much as the other 2 combined is not what we discussed. Can you clarify, please?
Commissioner, to the question, please.
Yes, through the chair. We did discuss that, yes, Mayor Collier, we did discuss that this would be another space for people to come in. It is sleep space. It is a hub where we can provide them with their services. We didn't call it a shelter, and I'm not ready to call it that just yet, because we do have to look at our long-term plans. That is the case. But we do have 200 people on the buy name list in Ajax, just so that we're all aware of that. Some of them are outside on Achilles, as we all know, but others are elsewhere too. So we do have to ensure that we can try to bring as many people in as we can through this winter.
Okay, and I understand that, but let's be honest about this. The by name list is only gathered in places where there are shelters. So that is the reason why we have such a large amount, is because we already have the others, and that's where you're collecting the data. What if there were shelters in Pickering and Clarington and the 3 northern municipalities? You would have by name lists there. So I don't believe that's what I was saying. I mean, we have an issue. We all have issues, but I do want a commitment that we are not opening a 3rd permanent shelter in Ajax when we still do not have facilities in others, because you build it and they will come. And I'm looking for a solution. I'm not looking to make a bad situation worse.
Commissioner, to the question, please.
Through the chair, we have access points across Durham, Mayor Collier. It's not just Ajax. And when I mentioned the 200 on the by name list, I did indicate that those were Ajax numbers, and those are based on people who are willing to accept support. They're not necessarily only the ones in our current shelter system. So we are spreading and working across. We have warming in Pickering. We are working to create our Whitby one. Clarington is there. We're working through Oshawa as well. It's not an Ajax only place, but right now, because of the current situation and the crisis that unfolded over a week and a half ago, we had to work very, very quickly to move these folks inside. And so it is an opportunity. We are looking at long-term plans. We don't want people living in these shelters. That's not what we're looking at. We want people to move out of Station Street, out of the CFOC locations, and move into the kind of housing that they need. So that is one of our plans moving forward. And yes, we will sit down in the next 6 months and look at what are some of the options and spaces for these folks. And we're looking at all type of housing that we can build that will support this.
Mr. Mayor?
Okay, and I think we agree on that. We have a situation we have to deal with. I just wanted to hear your commitment that this is not going to go ahead and become a full-time permanent shelter without having the consultation and sit down and discussions further after the 6 month sort of crisis period we're in now, getting through the winter months. Is that fair?
Commissioner?
Through the chair, I commit to that.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Councillor Lee, good morning.
Good morning, Chair, and thank you for letting me speak. To the Commissioner, you keep saying it's not a shelter, and I'm just wondering, do we have a formal definition of a shelter? And if we do or do not, how, like, aside from semantics, what makes this not a shelter versus what a shelter is, I guess?
So, Commissioner, can you answer the question?
Yes, through the chair. If it's okay, Mayor Carter, I am going to ask Director Lisa McIntosh just to jump in and sort of provide our definition as we know it. And I want to make sure that I'm providing you with accurate information, Councillor.
Councillor, the question? Ms. McIntosh, did you want to interject or respond in regards to Councillor Lee's question? Okay, I'll go back to Councillor Lee. You still have the floor.
Well, I guess, sorry, I kind of need clarification because we keep saying, to the residents of Ajax, the public, like, this is not a shelter. It's a support space that provides overnight shelter from cold. And the layman would argue that is exactly what a shelter is.
Okay.
So I guess my first question is, do we have a formal definition of what a shelter is from a regional point of view?
Okay, so let me go to Ms. McIntosh. Ms. McIntosh, good morning. Lisa, good morning. Councillor, I'm trying to get you a question, an answer. I'm going to try Ms. McIntosh again. If not, I'm going to ask the CAO to respond. Ms. McIntosh, are you there? No? CAO, good morning. Oh. I'm going to go to our CAO.
Sorry, I'm on? Yes, sorry, through you, Mr. Chair. I can't give you a clear definition. Councillor Lee, it's not my area of expertise, but the one thing I can say is right now the commitment is to use the space as a warming centre. We've revisited our strategy in terms of providing winter warming for the coming season to ensure that where possible we have services there to provide those wraparound supports that population may need in the hopes that we can move them along the housing spectrum. Versus the kind of standard model where they're in from later in the evening to early morning and then back outside. So we're simply trying to use this model as a way to stabilize and ideally get individuals into supportive or transitional housing. And I see Stella on the screen, so I'll ask her to jump in if I've misrepresented anything. Thank you.
Commissioner, go ahead.
Yeah, yes, through the chair. Thank you, Elaine, for that. And I just wanted to make sure that we had an accurate definition, Councillor Lee. So as Elaine said, we're not calling it, a shelter in the traditional sense, as our other shelters are, only because it's new and it's quick and we're in a crisis. So we want to bring people in, work through the system and really work to get them through and not to be sitting in a shelter as long as people currently are. That's not okay. So it's an opportunity. If they stay outside, we can't do that. You can't go from outside right to any type of housing until you have an intervention.
Councillor Lee?
Okay, no, I appreciate that. Whether this goes to Health and Social Services or not, I think it would be beneficial for this council to start formalizing this language so that we can have the same definition of words of what a shelter, hub, etc. is, so that eventually, we're going to have to explain to our residents in Ajax, oh, this is not a shelter, this is XYZ. But if they can't see the difference, then it's going to be a hard sell, to Mayor Collier's point, to Regional Council Crawford's point of this is not actually a shelter. But I don't want to belabor the point. Thank you, Chair, for letting me in.
Thank you very much. We'll make sure that the commissioner takes that under consideration in regards to undertaking that definition. So just to let you know. Councillor Crawford, you've already spoken. We're not in committee of the whole at all, so it's only one round. I'm sorry. That's the rules. So any other questions? Aye. Chair Henry may have wanted to let you, but I'm not going to. So seeing no other questions, opposition passes. There is no notice of motions. There's no unfinished business. Announcements by members of council. Councillor Marion-Pietri, good morning. Hold it. Councillor Marion-Pietri, go ahead, please.
Good morning, Chair. The announcements to acknowledge the work that Lakeridge Health and its foundation continue to undertake and make in our community to provide quality health care. The 50th anniversary of Lakeridge Health Foundation, I know that it's gone through a few different iterations between, the period of its inception to now. And it's one that I want to recognize because many volunteers, many staff people, many donors, and I think that healthcare industry professionals alike, nurses, doctors, folks that take care of our hospitals and healthcare network depend on the care and consideration that the foundation makes in approaching individuals to support their causes. I know the city of Oshawa has benefited tremendously, but I know that the work continues to benefit other municipalities in the region of Durham. And I was proud to attend the 50th anniversary gala along with other council members, and have to say that I tip my hat to the board at Lakeridge Health as well. I want to thank everyone who was able to be there to support the cause and to continue advancing quality health care in the region of Durham as a result. So happy 50th anniversary. We look forward to continuing that path forward with some great announcements and provision of quality health care in our communities in the future. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much, Councillor Marion-Pietri. Mayor Foster, good morning once again. You had a lot of special visitors in your community just recently, landed in Oshawa, but were in your community.
Yes, and part of the amazing community that makes up all of Durham region on behalf of a broader community.
Yes.
But I speak on another issue. I think that was all over the news. Chair Carter, you have done a fantastic job today.
Thank you.
But I think it behooves us, and I know that Chair Henry is listening in, it behooves us as a group to wish him a speedy, full recovery. And while you have done a fantastic job, will continue to do so, we will look forward to his return as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Words well said. Thank you very much for that, Mayor Foster. Councillor Chapman, good morning once again, sir.
It sounds like you're the super chair, so thank you, Mr. Super Chair. I don't have to remind everybody that starting on Friday is the remembrance period at 2 o'clock in the afternoon here at the region. We are doing a Raise the Poppy flag, and we are, I'm sure throughout the region. I know I saw Clarington is doing theirs on Friday, and we're doing ours on Friday. It's a bit of a congratulations and a thank you. The last 2 years on Remembrance Day, we've had major construction happening on Simcoe Street in Oshawa. Last year was in front of Memorial Park. This year it's on the route by the Armory. And I just wanted to thank the Works Commissioner and his staff for working with us to work around that to make sure that we don't have to minimize what we normally do on Remembrance Day, because as a lot of people know, we have a very large remembrance attendance on that day. And I just wanted to thank Ramesh for the work him and his staff have done to make it possible for us to continue with what's been done in Oshawa for the last 120 years. So thank you. Thanks, Commissioner.
Thank you very much, Councillor Chapman. Say good morning once again to Councillor Lee. Councillor Lee.
Thank you, Chair. This was a fast one. On Saturday, November 1st, the Durham Black Educators Network is having a vendors market at J. Clark Richardson Collegiate. People can enjoy a variety of local vendors offering handmade crafts, fashion art, beauty products, books, informational services. For more information, please go to dben.org. And I guess timing-wise, because this will be before the next council meeting, November 22nd is the Town of Ajax Santa Claus Parade. We hope people will line up the streets to see Jolly St. Nick himself. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Councillor Lee. Councillor Wu, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Acting Chair Carter. You're looking pretty good up there.
Thank you, sir.
It's that time of year again, and we have Mad Canada, and they'll be launching the Project Red Ribbon campaign. The national launch will be this Thursday at East Division, and that is at 11 o'clock if you can attend. And the campaign honors Rebecca Beatty, a Quinte West resident who was killed by an impaired driver in Trenton in 2021. I know we usually see the MAD campaign around the festive season coming up, but this is something that we should be mindful year-round. But the MAD Canada Project Red Ribbon campaign, the national launch is this Thursday at East Division. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Seeing no other announcements, I appreciate everybody's patience today in regards to chairing the meeting, so thank you very much. Mayor Ash, I understand that you have the bylaws.
I do, sir, but...
There you go.
I
Sorry.
do, sir, but before I do want to make note of my attire today and tell everyone that the World Series will be awarded in Canada on either Friday night or Saturday night. And the best viewing party in Durham is in Pickering at the Chestnut Hill Development Center. Game 5 tonight, Game 6 on Friday, and Game 7, if necessary, is on Saturday, all at 8 o'clock. Free popcorn.
Thanks, Jack.
A photo booth, as well as a DJ. Let's get behind our Blue Jays. So with that, Mr. Chair, it's moved by myself and second by Mayor Barton that bylaws number 2025-037 to 2025-043 inclusive be passed.
It's been moved and seconded. Any opposition? Seeing none. Confirming bylaw, Mayor Ash, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It's moved by myself, also second by Mayor Barton. That bylaw number 2025-044 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the Council of the Regional Municipality of Durham at their meeting held on 29th day of October 2025 be passed.
It's been moved and seconded. Any opposition? Seeing none, can I have a motion for adjournment, please? Moved by Councillor Kerr, seconded by Councillor Leahy. Any in opposition? Being none? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Wish you the best of the day, and to our regional chair, get well soon.